Hi, and welcome back to another episode on Project Assemble with your co-host Dwayne from Marvel Mad and Nate from Thwip Media. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well. I'm very excited to get into this topic that we've
Mm,
got today because it's a big one.
yes, massively that lot. But yes, obviously, as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to be discussing the leaks from the pictures and stuff to related to Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars and all that shebang and that
Yeah.
lot. But before we get into that, anyway, make sure you go and subscribe to Thwip Media. Nate's channel, go and subscribe to Marvel Mad, my channel myself, and obviously subscribe to Project Assemble. All the descriptions and links and everything, all in the comments down below and everything. But yes, my first question, straight off the bat for you myself, is: have we ever actually seen a bigger leak like this from any other Marvel film at all?
There was a big one for Endgame. I remember there was a really big like promo art piece that leaked with
Mm,
all of them. That's when we found out Professor Hulk was going to be in it. That's when we got our look at Iron Man's new armor. That's when we got our look at Captain America's scaled armor. How Black Widow was gonna look like with the braided hair. Um, Rocket was getting a more comic accurate Guardians suit with the blue and red kind of thing. So there was a lot that came out with that. Oh, and Thanos's helicopter blade look with the armor
yeah.
and all that from the Thanos copter. Um, so yeah,
Now, would
there was. I think that's probably the last one. I guess No Way Home also had a lot of leaks too.
yeah.
There was a lot with that, with people on set taking pictures of like the Green Goblin's costume and
Yeah.
um, Toby and Andrew stuff, and that was a whole other thing too. So
No.
those two I think are the major ones
Now
in
would
recent
now
memory.
would now would you say though that obviously we've not seen the Avengers Doomsday or anything like that yet, but
Yeah.
out of these three ones, what would you say has been the majorest one sort of thing, one of the massive leaks? I know what I'd say myself, but
I know Endgame, like it wasn't like plot wise or anything. It was just
yeah,
looks at characters. Spider-Man was a combination, but this one is just like, oh my god, like they've revealed so much about what the story could be and the influences, and I'm excited by
hmm.
that. So I think this one is really
You think
the
this one?
there's a lot that came with this leak.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like we'll get into it. Like we don't know how much of it is specifically for Doomsday. We don't know how
yeah.
much of it is specifically for Secret Wars. There's a few
Mm.
other projects that could be thrown in there, but there's a lot of material that leaked in this,
Uh,
and it's really shown a lot of what they are up to.
yeah, yeah. Myself, even though this is, like you said, has leaked God knows how much sort of thing,
Yeah.
I would still say No Way Home myself
Okay.
because of the mixture of obviously sets and what was like showing Green Goblin and stuff like that, but also the sort of plot leaks and stuff like that. So I think it was
Yeah.
a bit disappointing. If you didn't want to know what was going to actually happen in that film, if you'd seen them, you would have really been disappointed.
Yep.
So myself, I'd have gone for No Way Home at the moment, but obviously we'll find out more in the coming years and if how much of this is actually like bang on the money sort of thing.
Yeah. I think at San Diego Comic Con this summer, you're gonna get the official look at Doctor
Yeah,
Doom. Whether that's the exact same look as what we got here or if it's its own kind of thing. But again, before we get too far into it, if you don't want to
oh
know
yeah,
any kind of things related to this, massive spoiler warning for
yeah.
potential spoilers. So yes, Doctor Doom was revealed in the concept art, but I think we will get an official look in the summer, and they might show just a little bit more concept art, if not what
Mm,
we've already seen, and give us context for what's happening.
yeah.
And maybe they'll talk about it too, like, oh yeah, that we fired that guy that leaked all that and all that.
Yeah,
Um,
he's been put in a prison somewhere now. Like he's
yeah,
locked up for a
he's in
long
the
time
raft
now.
next to the leader right
Yes.
now. Leader won't shut
Just a
up
bit.
about people coming to Earth.
So he's just standing there sketching them all. He's like, carry on, then there's another one. We'll
Yeah,
just down on
exactly.
the internet.
That's what it is. The leader's like, okay, this is going to happen, and then the artist is like sketching out what's going to happen. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, I guess we'll get right into it. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Okay, so these are the concept art leaks. So I'm going to click view spoiler. Again, this is your final warning. If you don't want any spoilers, then click off. But
Yeah.
if you do, then here we go. Immediately, our first look at God Emperor Doom.
Now, you know what the first thing that always catches me with this
The
one?
man.
The hands, how he's like hunched over in that lot, but them
Yep.
eyes, them green, just like piercing eyes.
Yeah.
It looks so. It literally is like ripped out of the comics.
It's the
so
mask
good.
too. The mask is the biggest thing because there's so many different interpretations of the mask, but I think like the nose area, the way the brow kind of looks like above the eyes and the cheekbone kind of effect, even the grill in the mouth. I know I said this in my breakdown video for it, but the grill, I have a very specific look that I want in the grill. It's like an H. It's like kind of like this, and then there's like a circle in the middle.
Yeah.
That looks very close to what they've got there.
Oh yeah, massively.
And then of course you got the circular golden clasps for the cape, and then he's got like a fur kind of like a collar rest or something like that. I don't think that's his full cape. It's just a support kind of thing. But he looks perfect.
Spot on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely spot on that lot. If he come out like you said in San Diego Comic Con, if he come out with Robert Downey Jr. in that,
oh, I doubt he would come out full costume. Honestly, it would be crazy if he did.
Perfect.
Oh man. You know what? If he did do that, he would be the kind of guy like, I forget what Comic-Con it was, but Tom Hiddleston did it as a Loki, where he came out and said, "Say my name." He could do this like kneel to Doom or something like that, and get the entire audience to like chant Doom, 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 Doom. Like
it's exactly what I was thinking.
You can get the entire crowd going by having him come out like that. Even just showing the image would be enough hype. Like everyone would be losing their shit in Hall H. Like this is the one Comic-Con that I would want to be at. Just because, like, obviously, you know, I'm a huge Doctor Doom fan, and getting to see that in front of me on a giant screen with those people in the room, that'd be electric. Yeah,
it'd be absolutely amazing.
But yeah, he looks perfect here. Like he's on the throne, some kind of dark room. Again, like we don't know how accurate they're going to adapt these concepts. Something like this is probably just a way of showing the costume. I doubt we'll get any kind of shot like this in the movie.
No.
But yeah, this confirms God Emperor Doom is going to be in the MCU. So this is definitely something from Secret Wars. Even though everything is saying Doomsday, I can't see why God Emperor Doom would be in Doomsday before Secret Wars. Unless this is like how he's going to look at the end of Doomsday. They could do that, but
maybe.
He's not looking like this for the whole movie. He's going to be in his green.
Not a chance. Yeah.
So, any other thoughts on Doctor Doom before we move to the next image?
It honestly just looks so perfect. And like you said, this is not like you just said. Then it probably could be the end of Doomsday, but this is no chance going to be all the Doomsday or anything like that sort of thing, because you still need to have him in that iconic green outfit sort of thing. You can't just go straight into God Emperor Doom like without no reference, no look at the iconic original suit sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I could easily see him at the end of this and the Doomsday like that, because oh boy.
Yeah, and what they could do is like at the end of Infinity War, it was Thanos sitting down on his farm looking on to a greater universe, as he called it, a more grateful universe.
Yeah.
This could be him sitting down in his throne at the very end, and he's like, "I did it.
Yeah, I'm complete.
I rule everything now."
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like what could be with this, and I'm just like, I need it now. Like,
It's gonna be, yeah. Tell me about it.
I know they're filming soon, but like, just drop it now. I need it now,
Yeah.
like, to see this. All right, we'll move to the next image. Before I do that, though, you can clearly tell where the influence is coming from,
Oh yeah.
which is Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars 2015. And in the next image, some more influence in that. You get, again, God Emperor Doom in the throne. You get Doctor Strange next to him as his second in command, which is a big part of that story. Sue Storm as his wife. Franklin Richards as his son. Reed Richards kneeling before him, and what looks like Yelena Belova being the one to apprehend Reed to bring to Doom. This is one of my favorite concepts that released, because this shows where the authority is at and where, like, this establishes the aesthetic they're going for with the like Victorian age, like medieval kind of look, and that's right on point for Doom. Like that's like classic Latveria right there. Like he's putting everyone back into that civilized age, as I think he'd call it, where everyone follows like the big king of whatever place it is. In this case, it's going to be Battle World, and Doom is in charge of all of it. So what are your thoughts on this little piece here that kind of shows a lot?
This, like you said as well, got me really excited, because just seeing them like that again, it's just another comic book page just ripped out.
Yep.
And it's just there sort of thing. And yeah, seeing Sheriff Strange, I'm still surprised to see what's the kid's name?
Franklin.
Yeah, I'm still surprised to see Franklin. I thought it was a bit quick, to be honest.
He is going to be in the Fantastic Four First Steps as a baby. I
still think that's quick as well, though.
It is, but he's going to be a baby in that. We don't know if there's going to be a time jump between that and Doomsday, because obviously the Fantastic Four are going to be big players in both, but this kind of sets the stage, because Franklin is an Omega level mutant. A mutant. That's a key word there.
Yeah. And you can actually say it properly now. Not gifted or anything like that.
Enhanced. Yeah, like it's a full-on mutant. So now Doom has an Omega level mutant under his belt as his own son. That's the thing that's crazy about this Doom, is that he took everything away from Reed, because obviously they're rivals. They've had this past with each other, and he's like, I will prove I'm better than Reed in every way. To take it a step further, I'm going to take his entire family and make it my own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's got to kill Reed there. Like, he sees his wife right next to his sworn enemy and former friend, and his own son being used by Doom. Like, Doom's he does not mess around. Like, he's all in when he goes all in, and he does not take any prisoners. Well, in this case he does, but
well, yeah, because at this point as well, because I think I remember rightly in the comics, like everybody hasn't got a clue. They're all just thinking this is all their normal self sort of thing. And Doom knows, doesn't he? Doom knows what he's done and who he's like manipulating and stuff like that sort of thing. So that'll be really interesting to see as well. Now, like, just the literally the 180 shift in. Well, no, this is normal, and I love Doom, and the Doom's my dad, and stuff like that. So that's gonna be such a weird sod.
Yeah, and in the comic, Strange is the one to realize something's wrong, but Valeria, Reed Richards and Sue Storm's daughter, who is not in this, and we don't know if she's going to be in the movies or anything, but Franklin could be replacing her as the kid to realize Doom is doing something. And obviously it doesn't end well for Strange, because, once Doom finds out and he has all that power, he's like, okay, you betrayed me? F off.
Bye.
You're
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Strange in that aspect. But Doom, like you said, is the only one that knows what really happened, and everyone else is carrying on as if this was their everyday life. Like, oh yeah, just waking up another day in Battle World. Dr. Doom's our leader. There's this biome over there full of like Thors, and this place over here you can't go there because Hela controls it or whatever. It's like everything is specifically placed and like tiered to Doom's I guess benefit.
Yeah.
Like he rules everything, and he's perfectly placed everything so that he has full control over this entire world. So what do you think has happened leading up to this moment? Like, again, it probably won't happen in the movie. This is just a concept.
Yeah.
But something like this could happen. So why has Yelena apprehended Reed and brought him to Doom?
Myself, I think it's going to be something to do with Franklin and Sue. And that lot. I think he's probably trying to break them out, but even they're just sort of standing like, "Why you want to try and break me out?" Or something like
or
that.
Who are you? Or, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why are you here? Sort of thing. But yeah, it's something to do with them. I think he's gone after them, and he's like, "You need to come out. This isn't right. There was a history before, blah blah blah, sort of thing."
Yeah.
But like you said, there's not gonna this scene or maybe some of these stories that we're thinking of might not actually happen in the film itself, but it's going to be strongly hinted at least, or a different version of it.
Yeah, I could definitely see this being Reed. You know, either he's trying to get in there so he can convince Sue and Franklin that this is all an illusion, like this is not right. Or Doom has a manhunt, like a reward or like a wanted, like a bounty out for Reed.
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
To track him down and bring him to him and put him in a box for life. That could be it too.
Nice. I didn't think of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I love the aesthetic they're going with. It perfectly encapsulates Doom and what he'd want and all that. It's just, they really nailed this part. Yeah. And even the throne too, like it looks different from the last one, but the fact that there's the throne in the giant room, nothing is around it, it's just the throne, and Doom's probably doing a lot of sitting in there in this movie.
Yeah.
But
a lot of dictating sort of thing.
Yeah. I just love this image right here. All right, we'll move to the next one. So we get Star-Lord and White Vision sitting on a couch together, which we don't really know what project this is for. It could be Doomsday, could be Secret Wars, could also be Young Avengers or something like that. But this was a weird one that we came across of just like Star-Lord and White Vision sitting together. Like, what do you think's going on here?
Myself, this was, when I was looking through them, this was one of the ones that I was like, this has got to be a load of bull, this has. what brings these two characters together? What's going to be the link? How are they going to meet? What like draws them together? Why are they going to team up? And this was one of them pictures that I was like, is all these pictures actually a load of bollocks? Is it?
Again, it could just be a concept for an idea that could be something, but it might not actually be real.
Yeah, so I mean, this was one of them that I'm like, for me, it makes no sense at all in that lot. I can't see Vision Quest or a solo Star-Lord film or anything like that.
No.
Just does not make any sense, that lot. But for me, I think this is just like maybe a representation of when you do see them, that's the sort of outfits they're going to wear, or that's the presentation they're going to offer. They're just can't be bothered anymore. They're done with the superhero life. They're just going to lounge around, that sort of thing. But for me, I cannot see these two being together in anything.
No, it's a weird pairing for sure. And
yeah,
I know in my breakdown video I said something like this could be like how we find Star-Lord and Vision when Sam is going around recruiting people, and he just walks in and they're just hanging out. It could be like when Rocket and Hulk find Thor in Endgame, where it's like they're just sitting around, hey, come sit down, have a drink with us, and have this, and then Sam's like, no, we need to go now. We need to like put the team together. I'm just curious why Vision has come across Star-Lord, and they're
Yeah,
like roommates right now.
yeah. Literally, there was one of the pictures. I was like, "This is a load of bull, surely." It really put a doubt in my mind when I seen this one. I'm like,
Yeah, we really don't know what project this is for.
yeah,
Like, again, it could be Doomsday when Sam's putting the team together. It could just be Young Avengers because there's another one coming up that kind of alludes to something with Star-Lord. But yeah, there's not a lot in this image. It's just like, okay,
yeah. It's random,
it's random,
proper
yeah.
random. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll move to the next one. This one's really interesting. We got a whole village of Hulks, and it looks like Bruce Banner, Jennifer Walters, and what could be Scar, or it's just a warrior Hulk. But this is obviously on Battle World again for Secret Wars. Like, you see the giant wall encapsulating the entire village, and I said this in my breakdown, but you see the class system here.
Oh yeah, massively.
This is where all
100%.
of the irrelevant people to Doom, like the peasants for Doom, this is obviously where they all live. Like, it's really run down. Everyone's basically wearing scraps. The buildings look like they're like mismatched together. Like, this is a part of a totally different building, but now it's a part of this one. They're just living off what they can, basically. And the fact that the Hulks are the, I don't know if you'd call them species, but those beings are what he'd call the not, I guess, worthy, is kind of like worrying. Like, Hulk is a
Yeah,
powerful character, and if he's deeming them as like, yeah, you're not important, then it's like, wow, he's
yeah. It's like the lower class ones, that lot.
he's really setting a standard for the Hulks, that there's a whole other tier above them that's more powerful than the Hulks. And maybe they don't even have powers in this world, they just look like that.
Yeah.
But what do you think's happening in this image? Because it looks like, based off their facial expression, this Hulk is telling them something.
For me, I think if that is Scar, because like we've seen Scar in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
If that is Scar, he looks a lot different to what he did in She-Hulk. And that
Just a
lot.
bit. Yeah.
I'm like, that's like,
He's got his hair back.
yeah. He's like, come on, try and keep a bit of consistency if you're going to argue with Scar. But if it's just like a Warrior Hulk, I definitely think there's been some sort of battle, or
Yeah.
like somebody's like arranging an army to go against the Doom and everybody, and he's come back to say like maybe the first wave out of here has been decimated and stuff like that. Because if you look at it as well, I don't know whether it's something behind or something, but there's like 2 arrows in him.
Yeah, it's like, it's
Now,
in this, it's like your box is covering it, but there is like something in his ribs, basically.
yeah, and there's like one above his like shoulder blade,
Yeah.
like bit there, sort of thing. So he's obviously come from a battle of some sort of
Yeah.
thing, and like how he's talking to She-Hulk and Hulk as well now. Like, it looks like they're like the not leaders, but like the tribesmen, like the higher tribesmen,
Yeah.
sort of thing that this society, and they're like, look, this has happened. Get ready, sort of thing, because more could be coming, sort of thing. That's what
Yeah.
I took from it, anyway.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a warning that he's giving to Hulk and She-Hulk, that either, they came across some random people that are trying to convince them of something, and then this Hulk carries out the message to them. Who knows what they do with that? If they kind of disregard it, like, we don't know what you're talking about. People can't just randomly show up here. Doom has it all in a wall. Or they're like, oh, we need to we need to start questioning things and get some kind of like a meeting going with people. So this is going to be a really interesting thing, because obviously, like I said, Battle World has all these different like biomes with very specific aspects to them. This is obviously in the depths of like Castle Doom's up here, and then this Hulk village is like all the way down here. Like, you have like lower class, high class up here living in the castle with Doom, with the much better clothes, and they probably eat a lot better. Like, you see, I guess your box is kind of blocking it here, but there's a basket of like apples and bread. in my box I'm blocking it, but there's a little girl that's crying and it looks like she's turning into a Hulk.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what Battle World is like and how they've portrayed the difference that Doom has with the people on Battle World. Like, the people in his castle are going to be talking like, oh, like, good day to you, sir, and like all that stuff. People down here are not going to care one bit.
No.
Like, they're just going to be like, yeah, go on. Like, you're one of us. Like, you're not anything to us. Like, keep going. That kind of thing.
Do you notice in the background, we look in the background as well now, majority of them are Hulks and stuff like that. But the ones in the middle, they are very well dressed, very well, like, look higher up to me, and they look more humanoid. And it's like, are they like walking around, making sure one is everything hunky dory, there's no like kicking up or anything like that sort of thing.
Yeah, that could be something.
And two, is it like these like market stores that are like trying to just live by day to day to try and sell their stuff, and they're like, oh well, we might have something like, or we might have something like, and
yeah, like you promised us this much for Doom, and you didn't have it ready, and they're like, oh sorry, we'll have it by like the end of the week. No, Doom needs it now, that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh. That's gonna be awesome. And
proper showing it like we're better than you, so pay up sort of thing.
And then I could just see something like Doom walking down the street, and everyone's like, "Oh shit! Like get on your knee now, get on your knee now, or you're gonna die," like that kind of thing. Oh, man, all this Battle World stuff is so awesome. All right, we'll get to the next one. So this one is interesting because, again, we don't know what project this is for, but it brings more of the Young Avengers roster together. And we get Wong here, Star-Lord, Kate Bishop, Stature, Speed, Wiccan, Kamala Khan, and it's not showing here, I'll zoom in, but there's a mutant character named Dupe that is just randomly floating around here. What is Dupe doing there?
This is another one that I'm looking at it like, why? Well, how does this lot come together now? Lot? And then, like you say, you see the mutant now. Lot. I myself, I didn't have a clue who the hell he was. I had to do a bit of snooping that lot.
I had to look it up and post for my breakdown video too. I was like, who is that? I know I've seen it before, but I can't think of who it is.
Exactly. And then just seeing that just randomly there, it's like, is that a hint to show that the mutants are coming further down the line or something like that sort of thing? Or what?
I think, Feige has said in this year that every project, which not every project has so far this year, but every project will have a mutant relation or inclusion in some way. And
Captain America definitely didn't. But
Captain America didn't. Spider-Man didn't. So I don't know what he's going on about with that. But
I can hardly see Daredevil.
Daredevil probably won't either.
As well.
Unless you say Bullseye's a mutant for some reason. That's why he's so good at throwing things. But yeah, this one's interesting because, again, this could just be a Young Avengers project. There is an untitled Marvel Studios release, a film release in February of 2026. Maybe they're filming this alongside Doomsday to get that like really fast out of the way. I think they're just going to scrap that off the calendar.
Yeah.
And this could just be, concept for what could be a Young Avengers project, or it is in Doomsday and this is Star-Lord and Wong getting some new recruits together for this fight.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask you as well. Similar with for White Vision and Star-Lord was, what brings Wong and Star-Lord together?
Exactly.
With the Young Avengers. It's like I said, it was another one of them photos. I'm like, why? What makes any of this sense? Like, the Young Avengers there themselves, 100% makes complete sense. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But the only link I can think of from Wong is with Wiccan, with the magic. That's the only link I can think of there.
Yeah.
And then there's no link I can think of at all with Star-Lord. It's just like, we said the legendary Star-Lord's going to come back. We need to push him into something quick just to make him relevant. Yeah. It's like...
But, again, like, you haven't even introduced Speed yet.
No.
And Speed's in that. So it could just be a hypothetical, like, what could be for a Young Avengers project, but
Yeah.
like you said, why is Star-Lord there? Like, what does he have to do with that? What does Wong have to do with that? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see if this actually is in Doomsday. And it doesn't look like they're on Earth either. It looks like a Star Wars-esque bar that they're at.
It reminded me of the cantina straight away.
Yeah.
100% I could just see the bleeding Ewoks and the cantina bar just on top left-hand corner, something like that. All I could vision when I seen this one.
I can't think of what this is for. Like, it could be so many different things, but it probably is not Secret Wars.
No.
It's either Doomsday or Young Avengers, in my opinion. It's just Star-Lord and Wong are the biggest question marks of this.
And Dupe, don't forget Dupe.
Dupe
massive
too,
question,
but
just randomly like.
Yeah, who knows what that's for? Could just be a fun little Easter egg, like, oh, this guy's in this universe. We'll just never see him. It'll be like a Howard the Duck situation where he just pops up in the background. But yeah, so next image, a Black Panther concept. So we don't know actually what this is for. It could be Secret Wars with a new Black Panther variant, or it's concept for Black Panther 3. We don't know. But there's a Dora Milaje warrior over here. Obviously, there's the Panther statue in the cliff, but this is a different Black Panther. And I'll zoom in on the suit, but there's a lot of really cool detail in it. Like, you get the teeth kind of chain here. There's the cape. The cape is really cool. Like I said in the breakdown, it's a shame we didn't get to see Chadwick in the cape, but I'm glad they're doing it here. And the gold and black just look really good. It's not the Killmonger gold and black, but it makes it look unique for a new Black Panther. So again, we don't really know if this is just a generic face they had in mind, or if this is an actual actor. No one's identified it that I know of. But
I've not seen anything myself in that lot.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
It does look really good. It looks, his suits remind me of very royalty regalia sort of stuff like that, where it's like, here's your king, he's going to be leading the way sort of thing. And it reminded me a bit like some of the pictures you've seen for the Eye of Wakanda comic thing as well. Not like, it does remind me a bit like that, even though this is like obviously more in live action sort of thing, but it gives me that feeling of like older sort of Wakanda and stuff like that sort of thing. Yeah,
the rumor is that this is Azuri, who was T'Challa's grandfather, which maybe we'll see in Black Panther 3, but it also just could be a biome and battle world of this new Black Panther with a whole different kind of look for Wakanda. Like, we don't know for sure. So this is one look, and this one is another look, which looks like a very tribal look. Like, there's the loincloth. It's all like body paint kind of thing. Like, you see his lips, you see the nose, you see the eyes. Like, it looks like this is like painted on him. And he's got a giant ass like scythe right here, which looks really cool. But yeah, another cool and interesting look for what could be Black Panther.
Yeah, and you see the arms as well now. It's like bones or sticks sort of thing. They're like put together as like armor cuffs sort of thing.
Yeah,
and as well, I don't know whether it's going to be like a scythe or something, but it reminds me of like a giant switchblade sort of thing. Like, he's just going to like flick it out, and it's going to be like a massive extended.
Oh, that would be cool.
It's just how it like curves too much for my liking to be a scythe.
Yeah,
sort of thing. I could just see him just like flicking it, and it's like a massive extended one.
That would be cool.
But then when it's folded together, it's like a giant like axe.
Yeah.
Sort of one like that. That's what I always like interpreted anyway. So
yeah. So again, we don't know who exactly this Black Panther is or what it's for, but I think in the offices they're like, we need to bring Wakanda back to the state it was when Chadwick was Black Panther, because they've left that side of the Marvel Universe for a bit. We haven't seen it for a long time, and it was gigantic when Chadwick was still Black Panther. So they're like, we need to bring this back to the MCU in some way. And obviously it's hard without recasting him, but this movie might have to bring in the new Black Panther after Secret Wars. So
Yeah.
Yeah, these are two cool concepts that they have for what could be the new Black Panther, or it's just a variant in Secret
Yeah.
Wars.
Massively.
All right, so the next one. We got a sketch of someone in chains. I'm presuming this is in Castle Doom, in some kind of dungeon. But the chains are going up. Looks like they're in some kind of water pit or something like that. In my video, I said this could be like a malnourished Thor that he has imprisoned. I think that would be really cool. Having Thor, like the god of thunder, could not defeat Doom, and Doom has him like slowly fading away in Castle Doom's dungeon, just chained like that. So yeah, who do you think this is?
Well, let's say, like I said on your video, like, I'm convinced this is him torturing Doctor Strange. I really am. I think this is how he's just gonna just basically like get as much information out of him as he can after betraying him, because it's just the facial hair and his like goatee, sort of similar to what I've got, and it just reminds me, especially how his hair's all like looks knackered pretty much. It just reminded me a lot like Doctor Strange and that lot. And I think this would be pretty cool as well to, like, when he's finally caught him, he can't use his magic or anything like that because he's going to be all chained up and everything like that. So it's just going to be, knackered. And
I think that would be interesting.
To
I think that would be interesting if it was Doctor Strange. I don't think it is. I'm going to stand by Thor. I saw a lot of people say it's the Winter Soldier, but I don't see how that makes sense because he has two biological arms there.
Yeah, perfectly normal arms there.
Yeah, unless Doom, using his God Emperor Doom powers, gifts Bucky two normal arms, but I don't know.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's a quick sketch there that could be interesting to see if that makes it to the movie. Next one we have is like a compilation of what we have already seen, but this one down here, another sketch of Reed down here, Strange here, Doom, Sue, Franklin, and probably Yelena here, but it's cut off from the image, but Doom is wearing a crown here, and this is probably one of those sketches that this won't exactly be in the movie, but a moment like this could be, where Reed is like pleading to Doom, like, you need to stop doing what you're doing, and Doom's like, no, shut up, go away, Reed, like that kind of thing. I think this is going to be a really powerful moment in the movie where like you really get their dynamic together, because in Fantastic Four, if Doom is not in it, they're going to rush the whole dynamic between Reed and Doom and why they are rivals, and
it's worrying. It's really worrying.
Yeah, like their warring feud with each other, and this is definitely going to be one of those moments where they bring up the past with each other and allude to some kind of conflict, but it's not going to be fleshed out the way I hope it would be. I'd hope it would be, because this is going to be two movies with the two of them. So, yeah, it's a cool concept. It's just, I don't think it's going to have the effect that I think a lot of people would want.
Yeah, that's true. Now, myself, out of all the images we've seen, I've got more faith in this being in the film than the rest of them.
Oh, really? Even more than it's not here, but the like throne room, like even more than that.
Yeah, I think I've got more faith in this one being actually in a scene than the others, because when you see like them doing like the sketches and like the panels are going through and that lot, you don't really see many of them that are actually coloured. A lot of them are actually just black and white. This is your set photo. This is where you're going to stand, and then we're going from that sort of thing. Now, that's why, because it's black and white, that's why I've got more faith in this being in the film than a lot of them, because I could literally visualize them in this. I could see the camera being behind him, and I could just see him, like you said, pleading and like begging him, like, stop. You're gonna just wreck everything. And with Doctor Strange being more closer to Reed than Doom, with him, you can't really see in his face now, but I think by this point, Strange is gonna like be awakened, sort of thing, and he's gonna know. I think at this point, that's why he's closer to Strange, than he is Doom.
Yeah, I think
That's why as well. I think is a lot more likely.
the way they've staged it certainly points to the fact that maybe, especially because Strange is facing away from Doom, he can show some kind of facial expression to read like, oh, maybe this is some kind of illusion. And Doom obviously can't see his face and kind of see him kind of looking in the Reed's eyes and kind of figuring out, oh, yeah, this isn't right.
He knows as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I I just need to see how Doom is actually gonna be in these in these kinds of moments. Like he needs to have some kind of moment where a guard comes up to him and say, like, "Sir, we couldn't get them" or something, and then Doom just picks him up and crushes him right in front of him. Like he's gonna have that kind of anger issue in this, where he's like, "Find Reed, or you're gonna die," like that kind of thing.
I'm hoping though, like I'm 100% behind you. I want to see something like that straight away. But I'm hoping they don't go down like the Lord Vader route, and he's just like using the Force or something like that.
Well, he's gonna have that power. He's gonna have
yeah,
that.
but they've got to visualize it differently. They can't just copy and paste from Star Wars. Come on, it'd be pretty cheesy to do something like that. You need some green hue or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
just to
It's
really
gonna be like a Scarlet Witch's kind of effect.
yeah,
That kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. I want something like that. It can't be all invisible because it'd look really
No.
Darth Vader-esque.
No, I could see his gauntlet glowing green when he's doing it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna have the telekinetic power. He's gonna have the like energy beam, electricity kind of thing. He's gonna have the sorcerer abilities. He's gonna have
That's
it
what
all.
I'm really looking forward to,
Yeah.
seeing him in sorcerer releases.
Yeah. We need a scene between him and Doctor Strange having a full-on sorcerer battle, and Strange isn't gonna survive that. I'm sorry.
No, not a chance.
So yeah, that's all of the concept art for Doomsday and Secret Wars and what could be Young Avengers and Black Panther 3, but there's one more that isn't included in this, and that is Jocasta, which this thing says is from Vision Quest. It very well could be, like, it probably will because James Spader's coming back as Ultron in Vision Quest, but I think the idea of having Doom have his own enforced version of Ultron for himself would be awesome. And Jocasta would be the perfect alternative to Ultron in like a battle world situation where he sends Jocasta out as like a killing machine to find Strange after he's betrayed him, or find all the heroes that are coming after him. Like, this could be really cool.
Well, I say when I seen this one as well, I will proper hype to this one because, again, it's literally just like, yeah, we'll take you from the comics and we'll put you here, sort of thing. It is literally just so good.
Looks perfect.
And yeah, and myself, I'd rather have it in Vision Quest than Doomsday, or at least see her first in Vision Quest and then have her in Doomsday, sort of thing.
Could do that.
I wouldn't want them just to go straight into Doomsday now, because then you'd have to have like an explanation of, well, the people are just going to think, oh, it's just Ultron, just a woman version, and that sort of thing. You'd need, similar to like we say with Doom now, like you need to have a bit of more of an explanation and like proper explanation and story element to her than just dropping her in, sort of thing. But yeah, when I seen this, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I think this is a really good concept, and there was an Easter egg in Age of Ultron, I think, of like Tony has all these different cards on his desk, and he pulls up Friday, but there is Jocasta written in the background on the table. So they're finally doing something with that Easter egg, but it wasn't like anything major when it happened, but it was something that fans would see like, oh, okay, that could be cool down the road, and it looks like they're acting on it. So
finally,
yeah. So yeah, that's all the concept art that leaked for Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars, and a bunch of others. There was Fantastic Four concept art, but we're not going to talk about that today because yes, it's cool, but I think a lot of it isn't as game changing as what this stuff is.
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess that's it for the concept art discussion.
Yeah, well, I say I just want to see it now. I
Yeah,
just want to
give it to
see it
me
now.
now.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, with all these things coming out, and it's like, I hope at least 9 out of 10 of these things are going to be right. I don't want them to release all this stuff and then none of it's right again. That lot, because if none of it's right, that person that's leaked it all, that lot, they're going to get such a kick in.
Yeah, and this is definitely setting an expectation for the fans now. Again, not everyone has seen it, but a lot of people have. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see in Comic-Con, like, what kind of things they reveal in addition to what we've already seen here. Like, they could just act like we haven't seen it before. Like, oh, our first look at Doom, and everyone's like, yay, but we've already seen it, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
It could be that kind of situation, but it could also be like
yeah,
they come full swing and just have like even a video teaser
yeah,
of
bang,
like
bang, bang, bang.
starting low with the green cape and like rotating around him, and you see Victor putting on the mask or something, and then I need to find something that can animate that so I can make that myself. That'd be cool. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome when we get to it, but I think we'll get into our little game here of trivia for each other.
Yes, the quiz. Now, like I say, if people have obviously watched the show and that lot, we did have a quiz a few weeks ago now, lot, and I've brought my trophy from that one. But I was quite proud to have
Yeah.
actually beaten him, so I'm very, very proud of myself.
Yeah, you definitely found my weakness in the types of questions. But yeah,
100%.
we're 2-1 on quizzes.
Yes. You kicked the arse out the other 2 times. I've only won once, so I'll take it. Coming back for the draw.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, do you want to start, or do you want me to start? Or
I'm
are
going
we
to say
going to
we
alternate?
can flip a coin. Oh yeah, we're going to alternate anyway. But
Okay.
do you want to flip the coin to go first or
Sure.
second?
I'll go
heads.
Heads, yeah.
And I'll say tails.
Tails, okay.
So I'll go first because
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to this. So
Okay.
I'm going to write the scores down and everything. So I've got my piece of paper and
Yeah,
pen
I've got
this time.
my scoreboard here too.
So again, for my quizzes, for this one, I've gone very game heavy. Like I've been playing lots of Marvel games, and obviously for the channel and stuff, and I've gone really game heavy on them. So for my first question, on Metacritic, what is the rating of Marvel's Midnight Suns on the PS5 out of 100?
Okay.
So you've got 80, 81, 82, or 83.
Oh, they're all in a row again. It's impossible when they're all like in a row. 81.
Son of a bitch, he's got it.
Oh. Oh wow. Okay. I was
strong start.
I was about to say 82, and I switched it at the last second.
Well, when I told this, because I always, when I did the quizzes as well, I always like test like Jason and Jack at work and that lot, just to get like an idea of what they've got, and they was all quite surprised with how badly you want to say that Marvel's Midnight Suns did game wise. They was all surprised the score was that high. So
I'm kind of surprised too, actually, because I know it wasn't received very well from everyone.
No.
So yeah, my theming for my quiz for you is topics related to the leaks in some capacity. So,
okay.
My first one: what is the name of Doctor Doom's mother?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Your options are Cynthia, Catherine, Lucia, or Agatha.
Don't think it's Agatha. So the first 3 again.
Cynthia, Catherine, or Lucia.
I want to say it's either Cynthia, no, Catherine or Lucia. They're the 2 that really jumped to my head. Lucia?
That is false.
Oh,
It is Cynthia.
son of a bitch.
Cynthia Von Doom.
For some reason, I had what's the other weird now? Martha. But that's Batman, isn't it?
Why'd you say that name? Batman v Superman fans would understand that.
Right.
Doom would have you in jail for not knowing that.
Right, I told you that. And names-wise, that's my weakness. Names, actors, I'm just stuffed.
Yep. Well,
Right.
he'll have a box ready for you then. on
Battle
World.
Right. So, as of February 2025, how many players have played Marvel Rivals?
Oh. Okay.
Is it 35 million, 38 million, 40 million, or 42 million?
I want to say I saw recently it was 30 something. But it's been a bit. I haven't seen anything for a few weeks that's said like, oh, we've hit 40 or something like that. What were the first two?
35 or 38 million?
I'm going to go 38.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
What is it?
It is actually 40 million.
Oh, it is 40. Oh,
yeah. So if you remember, there was a spray that you got that said that had the little Galactus figure and 40 million players underneath it.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, 40 million, I'm afraid.
Close.
I might have a chance. I might get back in it.
All right. Your next one. In what year did Jocasta first premiere in the comics? So you have 1982, 1974, 1977, or 1985.
Is it going to be 82 or 85? I don't think she's in the 70s. I want to say 82.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
It is 1977.
Oh, 77. It was in the 70s. I was adamant it was in the 80s. Oh, God. Yeah, this is not going well. This is not going well at all. It's all right. We're nearly halfway. It's all right. I can pull it back.
It's still 1-0. It's like barely any score.
Yeah, it's true. So the beta of Marvel Avengers game was the most downloaded beta game in PlayStation's history. But how many players was there?
Okay.
Was it 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, or 9 million?
Again, all in a row. I know it was huge when the beta came out. I know for a fact it was like everyone was on it and then everyone was disappointed in it.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Side note, I was tempted to play this on the channel, on my channel a lot, but I was like, I can't go through this again. It was so boring that I was like, no, I'm not putting people through that.
Super
crap.
Repetitive. Like every single mission is like, run over here, do this. Okay, you're good. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Game over. To it.
Next one. No.
6, 7, 8, or 9. I'm gonna say 7.
It is in fact 6 million. I'm afraid.
I thought it was bigger than 6.
You're so close each time. Like we're so close.
All right. What is the name of the doctor responsible for introducing adamantium bonding with humans? Dr. Stryker, Dr. Oyama, Dr. Richards, or Dr. Olson?
Bonding adamantium
with humans, yeah.
Stryker.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is false. It is
he was the one that did with Wolverine, weren't he?
It is Dr. Oyama who created adamantium bonding, who William Stryker found and created the Weapon X program.
Trick question. No, weren't easy.
Fun fact, in the end of season 3, when Bullseye is in surgery, Dr. Oyama is the one performing the surgery on his back.
Ooh, I did not know that.
They don't say what kind of metal is being infused in his spine, but now in the MCU, they could say Bullseye has an adamantium back.
I did not even put 2 and 2 together there.
Again, spoilers for Daredevil Born Again, but something happens in the first episode where you're like, oh, that makes sense now.
That would explain a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, right. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, question 4. Still 1-0.
Yeah.
In what year did Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter come out?
Oh,
1995, 1996, 1997, or 1998?
95.
It is in fact 98.
Really?
That's late.
I thought it was much earlier than that.
X-Men versus Street Fighter came
Oh,
out
okay.
in 96. Yeah, 1998 was when Marvel Superheroes came against Street Fighter was out.
All right. This is going to be a very boring game.
People are going to watch this like, what the hell's going on?
These guys know nothing, right? All right, next one. How many live-action appearances has Star-Lord had in the MCU?
Oh, Jesus wept.
5, 6, 7, or 8?
Right, hang on. No. How many? What was you saying? 5, 6, 7, or 8?
Yeah.
Just films or in the MCU in general?
Live-action appearances in the MCU.
So that would make it... 6.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Oh, come on!
It is 7.
Guardians 1, Guardians 2, Guardians 3, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy Special.
Thor:
What's
Love
the
and
last
Thunder.
one? Oh, fucking
Exactly.
course it is.
Exactly.
Oh!
Exactly. I
what
forgot
a
about that
tit.
one too, and then I was doing the research. I was like, oh, I completely forgot he was in Thor: Love and
Yeah.
Thunder too.
Oh, what a tit. Oh. I can't believe I got that one wrong.
Not your fault though. Love and Thunder is super forgettable.
Yeah, massively. 100%. Oh, you're going to get this one.
You
100%
you
you
are
get
going to
this
get this one because you mentioned it earlier, and I was like, shit. Okay.
But yeah,
What?
you definitely get this one.
What is Doctor Strange's title under Doom's authority in Secret Wars 2015? Strange Supreme, Sheriff Strange, Commander Strange, or just Doctor Strange?
Sheriff Strange.
That is correct.
I got
So,
one back.
1-1.
But you've skipped one because you missed your question there. I've not given you my question 5.
Oh,
You've
that's
just done
right.
2 questions.
Okay.
You've just done
Sorry
2
about
questions.
that. Sorry about
This
that.
is what I was saying. I was like, you're going to get this one straight away, so you're going to jump in the lead here.
Okay.
All right. In 1982, Marvel Comics released their very first official game on the Atari 600. But what character or team was it based on? Spider-Man, Captain America, X-Men, or Fantastic Four?
What was the second one?
Captain America.
Oh. It's between Spider-Man and Captain America, I think. Spider-Man? Oh.
Yeah.
I know
knew
there
you-
is a Captain America game around that time, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, their very first official one on the Atari 600 was a Spider-Man one.
All right. Well,
Right, so I'll do my question 6. Now you've
Okay,
jumped
yeah,
2 ahead.
yeah.
Right. What is the highest rated Marvel game on Metacritic?
Oh, okay.
Is it Marvel vs. Capcom Arcade Fighting Collection, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Marvel Spider-Man 2, or Marvel Rivals?
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what the score is?
Is it a 94?
90.
Okay, I thought it was higher than that.
Now, do you want to know what the lowest one out of them 3 are? Well, them 4 are. What do you think?
Is it the Marvel vs. Capcom one? I forget the second option. And then, Ultimate Alliance.
No.
Is it Rivals?
Rivals is the lowest ranked one on Metacritic.
What score does it have?
So you got, obviously, it's Marvel Spider-Man 2, 90.
Yeah.
You got Marvel vs. Capcom Arcade Fighting Collection, 87. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is 82. Marvel Rivals is down at the bottom with 74.
Wow, that's low for it.
I was really surprised it was that low.
Yeah.
Really surprised.
All right.
Dear, there I shoots off into the lead. I'll send the trophy over to you, don't worry.
There's still a few more questions, so you might be able to win by one if I don't get any more right. All right. Who does Doctor Doom use as his power conduit in Secret Wars 2015? Scarlet Witch, the Beyonder, Molecule Man, or Silver Surfer?
Molecule Man.
That's correct. All right. 3-2.
Soon as you said that, I was like, I know that one. I got that one. All right. So, according to Collider.com, who is the most hated character in the MCU?
Okay.
Is it Jane Foster, Hank Pym, Korg, or Syrah from the Eternals?
Cersei?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Syrah.
I'm surprised Jane Foster's on that. Jane Foster, Hank Pym, Korg, and Cersei. I don't know. Korg was funny at first, and he just became stupid.
Irritating as well.
Yeah. Hank Pym, I know a lot of people are not a fan of how they did him, and just like he should have died in Quantumania.
He lost for me as well. With him not creating Ultron, he lost a lot for me.
I just think he should have died in Quantumania. That would have just
yeah, that as well. Yeah, yeah.
He was kind of a joke too. Cersei, like we've only seen her once, so I don't know how a lot of people would hate her, but I'll go with Cersei.
No, it is in fact Jane Foster.
How is it Jane Foster?
Apparently, because she's whiny.
Okay, people are something. She's the best character out of that list.
Well, yeah,
in my
exactly.
opinion.
Like, yeah. It was that. Them four are actually in the top 5 of the Colliders.com's hated characters.
That's crazy. Jane doesn't deserve that. All right, so I'm interested to see if you'll get this one. Which Marvel actor was originally in the running to portray Captain America in the MCU?
Oh,
Wilson Bethel, Paul Rudd, Guy Pearce, or Sam Rockwell?
shit! It's not the ones I was thinking. Or did he go in to play Thor instead? I wonder if that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, say the names again.
Wilson Bethel, Paul Rudd, Guy Pearce, or Sam Rockwell?
It's going to be either Guy Pearce or Paul Rudd. They're the two that's coming to my head. It's going to be a complete guess of Paul Rudd.
That is incorrect.
It's going to be Guy Pearce, isn't it?
It is Wilson Bethel, who plays Bullseye.
Tit. Absolute tit. Oh.
I think he could have been a good Captain America. It would have been very different, but it would have been a good Captain America.
I think he'd have played better as a US agent himself.
Oh, that
I think he'd have done really good as a US agent, even though I can't remember what the guy's name is. That
Wyatt
plays
Russell.
US agent. That's it.
Yeah.
But I think he'd have played a better one myself.
Okay.
I think he'd have got that really gritty, like jog on sort of character to it, sort of thing.
If he was either of those characters, though, we wouldn't have a perfect Bullseye, though. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm so glad he's Bullseye because he's incredible.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
All right, final questions.
Right. So out of these 4 actors, who has the highest paid salary for playing their Marvel characters?
If it's Robert Downey Jr. on that list, it's automatically him.
Is it Chris Evans, Paul Rudd, Benedict Cumberbatch, or Chris Hemsworth?
Ooh, I think it's between Evans and Hemsworth. It's got to be Chris Evans, is it?
No.
What?
It's Hemsworth.
Oh, damn it.
Hemsworth is paid 20 million.
For, like, everything combined. And
According to Screen Rant. Everything combined.
And Downey is getting 80
Oh,
million for 80 million alone just for 2 appearances as Doctor Doom. That is crazy.
So you got
Hemsworth is getting
Chris Evans,
underpaid for that then.
15 million, Chris Hemsworth. Evans, sorry.
Okay.
Paul Rudd, 8 million. And for some reason, I don't understand how, Cumberbatch only put 6.4. Surely he should have bleeding more than that.
That is low, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I mean, they're getting paid millions, but...
Well, yeah. just have 1 million. I'll just have 1 million. I could just deck all this out. We have a sound studio and everything, but yeah.
That's crazy. All right. This could be the question to tie it, and then I don't know what we do after that.
I'm not going to say you have to quickly go off screen for 5 minutes, try and quickly find another question or something.
All right. This is kind of a memory test here.
Oh, dear.
Which Young Avengers member is not seen in the concept art?
Okay.
Your options are Kamala Khan, Speed, America Chavez, or Stature.
American Chavez.
That's correct. All right.
Yeah, right. Hang on a minute.
We need a tiebreaker, so we will be back in just a second. All right, so we got one question for the tiebreaker and another one just in case we tie on that one too.
All right, so it'd be my turn to go first. Right?
Yeah.
So there we go. It's in the same vein as with Marvel games.
All right.
How many playable characters are there to play on Marvel's mobile game, Marvel Strike Force?
Oh, come on. Okay. There's no way I'm
Is
getting
there
this.
Is there 100 characters, 150 characters, 200 characters, or 250 characters?
200.
Son of a bitch.
I got it?
Son of a bitch.
Did I get it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That was a wild guess, by the way.
I really thought I'd got you on that one. I really did.
That was just a guess. Okay. All right.
Oh, crap.
What could end the game? What is the name of the famous Hell's Kitchen bar in Daredevil? You might be able to get this. Jones Bar, Josie's Bar, Janet's Bar, or Janice's Bar?
Josie's Bar.
Oh, damn it. Okay, we're tied again. Okay.
All right, here we go. Here's another one.
Okay.
Oh, God, right. In Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds, how many Marvel characters is there to play? Not including the Capcom ones, just the Marvel ones. Is there 36, 40, 43, or 48?
36.
That is incorrect.
Okay, how many?
In the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3, there was 36. In the Ultimate Edition, there was actually 48 characters.
All right. So you could take this.
Oh, God.
And there's a part of me that thinks you might. What is the name of Doctor Doom's territory on Battleworld? Doomguard, Doom City, Doomstat, or New Doomstat?
Oh, shit. It's between 1 and 3. What was 1 and 3?
Doomguard and Doomstat.
Oh, crap. It's between 1 and 3. Oh, 1.
Doomguard?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Oh, for God's sake.
So,
it was 3, weren't it?
It is Doomstat.
I knew it was one of them. Oh, for God's sake.
All right, we might need to end this in a tie. So, in that case...
Yeah. I literally can't think of any more questions after that. Yeah, well played. We'll share the trophy.
We'll share it. So, yeah, our... I guess my record's 2-1-1.
Yeah.
And you are 0 no, you were 1.
1 0. No.
1.
Yeah, 1 win,
and
2
2
losses,
and then 1.
1 draw.
Okay. All All right.
Damn, that was
Well,
hard. That
that
was really tough. That was.
that was really tough. Yeah. Okay.
That
So
was
yeah,
fun though. I enjoyed that.
yeah, we'll have to do that again at some point because
Mm.
these, especially the last one, I was so like mad with how I did on that last one.
Oh yeah, you were proper myth, bless you.
Yeah. So even with the 2 added questions, we both got 4 out of
4 out of
10
10.
questions in the end.
Questions.
Yeah.
We proper pushed each other to the limit.
Yeah.
We knew each other's weaknesses, and we proper went in for it.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that will do it for today's episode then. So do you have anything coming up on your channel soon?
So we've got some more Marvel Midnight Suns. We've got some more attacks against Venom, as well as another little episode, well, little side bit with Deadpool, which is always quite funny to see in that lot. And then our retro review on the Wednesday is Thor, which I'll be very interested to think of what people thought of that sort of thing. And obviously Thursday, Daredevil. And on Friday, we've got some more My Gem mode, trying to finish that off before Marvel Mania 2. So, yeah. What about yourself?
On my end, as of recording this today, I did a biography video for Muse, the Daredevil villain. So it's kind of like an educational thing. Like if you didn't know who Muse was, then this is who he is. This is his story in the comics.
It was very helpful because I have not had a clue to it. So it's really good.
He is one messed up guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's going to be in Daredevil Born Again. So that's why I wanted to get this out and kind of give some kind of assistance for people that aren't familiar with this character. So there's that. Obviously, when this comes out, my review for Daredevil Born Again episode 3 will be out. I also have my first 2 reviews out for that, so you can check them out for episode 1 and 2. And yeah, just stay on top of the news. If anything comes out in the next week and a bit or next few days, then I'll be covering it. We might have a weekend without any Marvel leaks because last weekend is when the leaks happened, and that was like a huge thing. So yeah, maybe Kevin Feige will be able to sleep this weekend.
Yeah, he's not got that sniper rifle he had out on that one of the other videos.
Yeah.
I just taking people out again.
Yeah, he's not gonna be like Bullseye.
Yeah.
Oh man, can you imagine Feige like that's how he's taking out the leakers? Right?
Oh Jesus.
Just like Bullseye. Yeah. No Daredevil spoilers here, but
yeah. Wait to the end of the series, and we'll just spurt our guts out and everything.
yeah, we will unload on Daredevil.
Yes.
So yeah, that'll do it for today's episode. So we will see you in the next episode. We haven't really gotten a topic set yet, but we will update everyone once we do. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
See you in a bit, guys. Thank you.